Elevate Camila Cardoso and allow everything to flow through her, allowing her to be the dominant force down near the basket for the Chicago Sky. On May 27th, Camila Cardoso did more than just play basketball. She sent a message that was directly at Angel Reese, not the other team. Oh no, Camila Cardoso was not free. Is tired of the Chicago Sky experiment, Tyler Marsh. Once more, I salute you because you are doing the rest of the league a favor. In a single moment on live TV, Cardoso passed the ball to someone else and looked her own teammate in the eyes. This wasn't an error, rather, it was a statement that the Chicago Sky chemistry has been making for weeks, been falling apart, such as Camila Cardoso, who is supposed to be a foundational part of Chicago Sky, and Angel, who is supposed to be a foundational part of the show. I don't think they'll work out together, and I'm not sure how their GameStop plays relate to each other. But what transpired during from tense stares to missed plays, that Mercury game went to a new level. It was obvious that Camila Cardoso is sick of taking Angel Reese's place. This point-forward experiment and the Ariel Atkins trade have only backfired on you, the team, and the fans. Angel Reese last night against the New York Liberty one Camila Cardoso, the referee, was visibly upset after one of her worst professional games. Tyler Marsh and those who co-sign are to blame for the lack of work ethic displayed by some of the players in Chicago. But was this the point at which the Chicago Sky officially gave up on their so-called franchise star because of what transpired on the court and in the locker room, which fans are describing as the most brutal collapse of the WNBA season? Let's move on to another day, another defeat, and begin to feel sorry for the man who might never win again. You need to pay for the combo meal, travel, me-bound, and turnover. It all came down to a single play, the kind that doesn't appear in the box score but tells you everything you need to know about what's actually happening inside the Chicago Sky. And that's why she's in the top 3 in the league in turnovers. Free throws, huh? Nah, that's going to cost you. Angel Reese, who was only a few feet away, had the ball near the top of the arc and called for it. It was a standard setup, a pick-and-roll play, and they should have run without hesitation, but instead of starting the play, Cardoso paused, looking straight at Ree before passing it to someone else. That decision wasn't just about basketball, though, it was about trust. And when it became apparent that trust had been lost, fans noticed right away. This wasn't a lost chance. Rather, it was a declaration and a clear indication that Cardoso no longer trusted Angel Reese's ability to perform in a game where every possession counted. She decided to take a different route, and that wasn't the Cardoso was fighting for position in the paint, running the floor, boxing out, and calling for the ball, but she was ignored. Ree, on the other hand, appeared disengaged, slow to set screens, hesitant to pass, and obviously out of sync with what should have been a dynamic front. This was the only indication that their chemistry was completely off throughout the game. The Chicago Sky's court duo appeared to be 2 players from different teams, but your man was correct to elevate Camila Cardoso and let everything flow through her, making her the dominant force down near the basket. You know what will happen. You'll be a better team and win games. And then the Cardoso turned away with a dramatic look of frustration after yet another unsuccessful pick and roll, this time because Ree failed to set an effective screen. A few moments later, during a timeout, Ree attempted to participate in the huddle, but Cardoso stepped aside, ending the interaction before it could start. And that's when the fans really started talking because Cardoso wasn't just finished with the play. She was finished with the partnership. Guess what didn't happen? No double-double for Angel Reese equals victory for the Chicago Sky. She should be your 4th or 5th off offensive option because she can't handle it. These weren't insignificant moments. They were intentional signals captured on camera of a player who had made up her mind. Cardoso stayed focused on offense and started working more with teammates who kept the ball moving because she still couldn't shoot last night. That's just a fact. She still couldn't shoot the basketball. And you know that her lack of efficiency in her shooting results in losses on defense. What made this different was that instead of a heated argument or an emotional outburst, Cardoso simply needed one pass, one look, and one decision to make it clear where she stood. She was sulking and directing her energy away from Ree and toward anyone who was willing to play real basketball. In that moment, Angel Reese wasn't. The Chicago Sky didn't just lose the game to the Phoenix Mercury that night. They lost something more significant, the illusion that their stars were aligned. The question now isn't what went wrong, but rather how long has this been broken on paper? Angel Reese didn't have a bad game. She was benched by the coach and her own teammate. Another double-double, 12 points and 17 rebounds, but if you watched the game, you saw something completely different. The double-double didn't matter, it didn't change the outcome, and more significantly, it didn't help the Sky win because Camila Cardoso was locked up while Reese was putting up numbers. What are we doing here? We're only 2 games in, and we already have 2 different games of Angel Reese. She controlled the paint, changed shots, and made wise choices. She was setting screens, rolling hard, and playing team basketball, and the fans could feel the difference in energy. One player was clearly boosting the team, while the other was slowing it down, failing to control her emotions, as we witnessed against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she received a hard foul, but what was the difference between Angel Reese's and Ryan Howard's responses? Ryan Howard stood up, took a step, and spoke in a little jargon, but Angel Reese took a hard foul, got up, took several steps, and teammates entered, went ahead and stepped forward, but more teammates got in her way. She was unable to control herself, and undid her shirt, went to the bench, couldn't calm herself, got up, and walked back to the check-in table. Then we witnessed the race hoax that was widely reported unfold, and when you dig deeper into the statistics, the truth becomes ugly quickly. Did you know that 46% of her offensive rebounds this season have come from home misses? That's a new statistic. Don't let that last shot fool you. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. She didn't make a single shot, and even worse, the majority of those misses were easy layups missed. Try shooting at the rim without looking, guy. If you have never seen her dunk before, just wait because you won't see it here either. Okay, I'll admit that we are watching because of you too. Come on, get out of the way, give me the point, get out of the way, butter. First of all, how about the fact that she tied for the most close-range misses in a single WNBA game over the previous 10 seasons and 10 years? Cardoso is aware of this, and her own rebounds told the story. 46% of Reese's offensive rebounds came from her own missed shots. Consider that nearly half of her hustle. Cardoso was always in the right place, but she wasn't getting the ball because the offense stalled every time Reese touched it. Instead of swinging the ball or feeding the post, Reese frequently held it, dribbled aimlessly, or drove into defenders. Plays were just her grabbing the rebound of her own mistakes. That's cleanup, not dominance. Cardoso would run down the court, seal her defender, and wait, but Reese would still be crossing half court, fumbling the ball or forcing an error. It wasn't just the half-court sets either. When defense failed, she would either lose the ball or throw a wild pass too late, which is how you kill momentum. Every time Reese ran the offense, things slowed down, ball movement stopped, spacing disappeared, and possessions ended in disaster. This is not just bad timing, but it's a wasted opportunity. Cardoso stood wide open under the basket during the impossible layup. The outcome was another blown double-digit lead collapse, but this wasn't just one bad night. They've lost 4 in a row, and it's starting to feel like every game is going the same. Strong at first, chemistry stalls out, and then they fall apart in the second half. Usually the drop-off starts when Reese gets the ball, and even fans online are starting to criticize it because they're sick of it. It's great that she was able to get her misses, but she kept missing the ball. That's not a good look, Angel. You need to stop playing selfishly and pass the ball. In my opinion, it's like low-key cringe when you see statistics that don't lead to wins. She's obviously hurt and embarrassed. Her pride and ego have been bruised, so she's got 3 or 4 New York Liberty players on her. She's still trying to get checkup shots, but nobody is going to help her because, once more, she felt ashamed that she didn't have any points, which isn't how you play the game, Angel. It's not how basketball is played when you are surrounded, like that. You have to swallow your pride and pass the damn ball, and the other Chicago Sky players just look like a worthless bump on the road as they watch all of this happen without even trying to help her or run to her aid to try to get the ball. When one player appears to be fighting for every inch and the other appears to be lost in her own world, the numbers no longer mean much. Camila Cardoso isn't just rising, she's breaking away, and the more people ask, the more they are demanding that everyone be fired. The more games they lose, the more obvious it becomes. Wings and Sky. Yes, the wing is, as I said, she was dominating. Take a look inside, near the basket, where Angel actually threw the ball back to Camila. Let me pause. For a moment, Recently, we've seen Camilla trailing Angel or cutting around the basket. I mean, you're a dominant force. Angel is down here and she continues making shots and missing them. She even passed the ball back to Camilla, and it worked exactly here. Oh, I missed a layup, but I got my own rebound. Guess what? One shot, back in. Looking at her right now, she catches the ball, lay in, and makes her layups. The way she does it, she cuts to the basket up, and I toss the ball back behind me by Vanderloot. She takes a dominant look at her, and she cuts to the basket. Oh my god, this is happening again. Angel Reese was supposed to be the face of the franchise because of her swagger, style, viral quotes, and cameras following her every move. However, fans are now beginning to ask more difficult questions, such as what happens when the image no longer has the same impact as the one on the Chicago Sky have lost 4 straight games. And Ree isn't just performing poorly, her teammates, particularly Camilla, are outperforming her. Social media isn't the one who shows up on the court. She enters games wearing gaudy attire, memorable slogans, and a highlight reel. Cardoso, don't worry, it's only game 2 of the season. There are 44 games left to play this season. Someone has the audacity to leave racist and sexist remarks about the players in the comments. If you're not criticizing their abilities, you're being petty and like starting a fight between once more women. I can appreciate the comparison between Caitlin Park and Angel Reese, despite the fact that they play different positions. I'll let those remarks come because, for example, Kayla Clark will make sure to score some points in her game while Ree emphasizes her point forward role. She finished the Mercury game with 5 turnovers and only 1 assist. Fans are noticing that on Twitter, TikTok, and every WNBA discussion thread, clips of missed layups, poor decisions, and awkward moments where teammates visibly pull away from her are going viral. One video shows Cardoso setting up for a perfect entry pass only to be ignored. Another shows Haram being brutally removed, demonstrates her annoyance following yet another failed possession brought on by Ree, while Cardoso is confined and earning the attention with each screen, rebound, grab, and wise defensive move. As her case gains support, fans are switching sides, Cardoso's cheers are louder, and Ree's patience is growing. Reese built a brand around being the villain, the bold one, and the queen of confidence. But now that on-court reality is revealing the flaws in that image, the WNBA community is watching it fall apart in real time, because it's not just Reese's struggles that are making it difficult for her to connect with others. Headlines. It's how she responds to them. She still smiles in interviews, posts cryptic Instagram captions, and celebrates as if nothing's wrong. When your team keeps losing, it starts to look tone deaf, which affects not just your image, but also the chemistry within the team. Resentment grows in the locker room when your most visible player appears more concerned with upholding their reputation than resolving the team's issues. In Cardoso's case, this resentment is beginning to manifest. She isn't lashing out. She is simply playing basketball the proper way and allowing everyone else to fall behind, including opponents. The real danger is that the hype that once shielded Angel Reese is now working against her, making every mistake more pronounced. Teams are adapting, and defenders now dare Reese to shoot knowing she'll probably miss. They clog the paint confident she won't pass out of the double team quickly enough. Every bad game turns into a hot topic, and now even her teammates are backing away. Camilla Cardoso didn't have to say anything. Her actions spoke for her. She's not just putting distance between herself and Angel Reese, she's revealing the difference between the two individuals. That one pass from Reese wasn't just a basketball move. It was a rejection and a breakup in real time. And with each loss adding up, it's evident that the Chicago Sky aren't just struggling, they're sinking. Reese said everything that fans needed to hear. I'm not wasting my prime on this. Does not wish to go down with the ship. But the frightening thing is that this is no longer just about one team because, as the Sky is collapsing, the WNBA as a whole was just dealt a gut punch. Caitlin Clark is hurt, fans are boycotting, ticket sales are falling, and people are asking, is the WNBA collapsing without its biggest celebrity? Play the video, screen now to observe what's actually taking place in the background.